Good morning, guys. So I'm super excited today, and so is my lovely husband. We're gonna get this roof on, and we're gonna cut the grass, and I have all three of my lovely children here. Did you have fun on your little vacation away from Mommy and Daddy? Huh?
Yeah.
You did? So guys, in case y'all didn't catch yesterday's video, the girls left. They went tubing down the Saluda River in North Carolina. I think it was Saluda River. But anyways, it was a river in North Carolina near Saluda, North Carolina. Ooh, that was a tongue twister. But anyways, so we're glad to have them back home. They were out there for a week just chilling and being lazy and floating down a river. Y'all were floating down a lazy river every day, playing in the water when your mama was out here sweating. I love
When's it our turn?
Yeah, I know. So we're gonna just kind of just hang out here as a family and just chill out. I'm ready to get this roof on so that way at least we got some kind of shelter in case it does rain. So Steven, are you ready?
Yeah, I guess ready as I'll ever be.
I know, we need to get up there before it gets too hot.
Yeah, the sun's already out, so.
Alright, well, you ready for me to say it? Get to work. I'm actually going to take y'all up on the roof, and Steven is going to help explain how to actually put screws in tin. There's not a lot of people that know how to do it, and how to do it the right way, so that way there won't be no buckles or anything like that. There won't be any ripples in the tin, and how to securely fasten it to it so that way it won't slide or move. Am I right?
And also making the rubber washers on the screws. You don't want to over tighten them because that will deteriorate the rubber washer automatically as soon as you screw it in there. If you put too much pressure down and suck it too tight.
Yep, and it'll mess and it'll leak. So let's get up there on the roof, and then Daddy can hand me these guys because y'all are going up on the roof with me. I'm so excited. All right. Here I go again. I'm gonna use your shoulder.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't push on my collarbone. Alright, y'all, doing these screws on a piece of tin, you have to make sure your air gap, you don't got air gap up underneath on top of the board, but you don't want to push down on top of this high ridge because it'll actually make the metal stretch and then you'll get off square. So a lot of people, some people actually put screws on the top, ridge here like this, and some people put them down here, and I'm putting them down here because that's how it's actually recommended to put them. It's actually recommended to put them on the flat rather than the top ridge, but I've seen it done both ways. Which you would just need a longer screw. You would need at least a 2-inch screw to do it on this top ridge here, but you can see how there's an air gap. And right here, there ain't no air gap, and there's an air gap here, but I want to push straight down. I don't want to stretch it. I don't want to stretch it this way. So I'm going to look up under there to push it down, and it looks good. And this ain't stretched open. I try to keep my screws in line with each other, but there is like, I got 2x4s laying flat across the top, so I got 3.5 inches to mess with. But I try to keep them somewhat in a line. But when you get down there to where the washer just starts, you know, barely touching, what I do, I make sure there ain't no air gap. I make sure the metal, you know, seats the bottom or seats the top of the wood, so there ain't no air gap. You can see how it moves. And then then after you got the metal snug to the top of the board down below, which it is right now, you want to compress the washer a little bit. Just enough. You don't want to, you know, over tighten the screw, because what it'll do is it'll mess the washer up. The rubber washer that's on these screws and made for these screws to keep the water out of it. So if you do over tighten it and smush that rubber out, it'll leak water. It might not leak in the beginning, but it'll leak eventually after it's out in the weather for a little bit. But how I do it, I usually, where the tin overlaps the other piece of tin, I put it right here on the edge, and I don't put a screw on this edge, I just put it in the middle. I put it right here on the edge, and then I'll do the middles. Some people actually do it here and then do it here to keep it uniform, but I've noticed that if you do it, you know, here rather than in the center, you'll start getting that little bit of stretch, because what it'll do is it'll try to flatten this ridge out because you're so close to it.
You got the gas cap open?
Yeah.
You got the funnel in it?
Yeah.
All right, now pour a little bit of gas in there.
How much?
A little bit.
Just a little bit. Pour it slowly. Pour a little bit in there, and then set it down and lift it up and check it. You got to fill the mower up. Don't overspill it, because you'll have gas all over my mower. Turn that funnel upside down on top of that lid, and just leave the gas can there. Now pull it away from Daddy's truck. You gotta pull the mower away from Daddy's truck.
I would actually try to cut that tall grass out there. Don't cut this short stuff, because I can have this all real quick. Alright?
Hey, that out there's only been cut once, from the tree line all the way to the thick stuff. You can cut that again.
Right here?
Yep, go all the way to the driveway and work your way back and forth. Hey, start it up first. There's a little red thing on the side of that mower. No, not that one.
Where?
On the black piece.
Come around this side. It's black. It's the center of a black box with a red button.
Can I see it?
Push it.
Press it 3 times.
Okay.
You gotta press 3 times?
Alright, pull. Hold the thing down and pull.
Hold the thing down and pull at the same time. Hard. Look at that! Woo! Hey! time, middle, low side. So the last time, my husband had me putting 10 on. It was up on top of the 16-foot deer stand. It was, yeah, I was 24 foot in the air, but anyways.
Too heavy for up here with the 3-foot gaps. I'll kink the center down. That's the reason why she's looking.
It always happens that I get stuck up here in an awkward position and have to climb over the side of the daggone tent. Alright, I need the other tent, last piece.
Alright, you still recording?
Yeah.
Alright, y'all. Instead of cutting our last piece of tin, we're not going to cut it where it's going to overlap it 2 rungs. So we only have like a 7-inch overhang off of our 2x4s. So it'll save you from cutting the edge.
It'll save you a whole bunch of time.
Yeah, it'll save you time. I mean, granted, you ain't gonna do nothing to the piece you cut with anyway afterwards, so you'd be better off just overlapping, instead of overlapping it to here where you're supposed to, just overlap it to this one. And that's why we didn't put the other screws in here yet.
So it's not so hard on you. Wait a minute. Clean that out. So it's not so hard on you. Alright. Just go ahead and pull all of it out. If the thing's off, it'll pull it out. Alright. So, when you go down something, okay, if you notice all the grass shoots out this way. So, first of all, you're going to start right here and you're going to make a big square or rectangle. I don't care what the grass looks like now, today's going to recut it. Start right here, make a big rectangle, and then come back out this way. See, that way you're shooting the grass out to your left side, so you're not running back over that sucker back in, you understand? Then when you go down, you don't have to put both tires in the daggum tall grass. Run it like halfway, so that way it doesn't get clogged in there, so that way it'll shoot it out, and it's just doesn't stay in there. You understand? You ready? Like go down to where I stopped at the other day, that big tall thing, and then cut to the right, and then cut back to the right again. Just keep going around, clockwise. Just keep on going. Square. All right. Can you pull it? On the roof. I am so happy about that. It just warms my heart that it's already done. Now all we gotta do is just think about how we're going to wrap it. There's several different ways that we're thinking about doing it, but we're just gonna have to figure it out. I have Gracie on the mower. Steven's over there finishing up. Levi's in the pool. Courtney's over there with him. We're just out here having a good time. You need help.
Now we got some shade, don't we?
Alright, Daddy, are we officially done?
And with the roof. With the roof.
That's basically the hardest part. Alright guys, so we are pretty much done for today. We got the grass cut. Steven's just finished cutting it for the last time.